Stop poaching eggs directly in water. Oh no, the egg white doesn't wrap around the yolk, it just floats around in the pot, making the poached egg look absolutely terrible. Try this smart method right away to get beautifully poached eggs, and best of all, even if you're a beginner, you can make restaurant-quality poached eggs without any complicated techniques. First, gather a few very fresh eggs. Next, take a large bowl and place a fine mesh strainer over it. Now, carefully crack each egg into the strainer. Depending on the size of the strainer, you can use about 3 to 5 eggs at a time, but be sure to do it gently so you don't break the yolks. This simple trick will make your poached eggs look much neater and more presentable. I'll give it a gentle shake so the excess egg whites can smoothly drain through the sieve. Now, place the pot on the stove, pour about 500 milliliters of water into it. Cover it, and bring to a boil over high heat. Once the water starts boiling vigorously, bring the strainer with the eggs over to the pot and place it on top of the pot's opening. Cover it with the lid so the steam can cook the eggs. Cook them for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how well done you prefer them. While waiting, prepare a small bowl, place a metal spoon inside it, and use a brush to coat the spoon with a thin layer of cooking oil. Carefully crack an egg into the spoon, making sure the yolk doesn't break. By now, the 3 minutes are almost up. Set the ladle aside for a moment, open the lid of the pot, and harvest your first batch. The surface is soft and smooth, and it looks absolutely delicious. Remove the strainer from the pot. Then simply use a silicone spatula to gently loosen the edges of the egg from the strainer, and you'll be able to lift the delicious egg out. The yolk will still be soft and creamy after 3 minutes. If you prefer a firmer yolk, cook it for 5 minutes. Now, while the pot of water is still hot, I turn the heat back on to bring the water to a boil again. Then take the ladle and place it in the pot. Be careful to let only the bottom of the ladle touch the water. Don't let the water spill into the egg. After about 1 minute, when the white around the edges has set, slowly lower the spoon deeper so the egg continues to cook evenly, and cook for another minute or so. Finally, I take the spoon out of the pot and simply use the silicone spatula to gently push the egg, and it slides out extremely easily. Now you can sprinkle on your favorite seasonings to enhance the flavor. Once you cut it open, the rich golden yolk slowly oozes out beautifully, making it even more irresistible. Both of these poaching methods are surprisingly simple, yet they make the eggs look far more elegant and appetizing than the traditional method. The texture turns out delicate, while the yolk stays rich, creamy, and perfectly runny inside, making the dish even more delicious and visually appealing. So, which method would you like to try first? Which country are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment below. It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. Tip 2. Broccoli cake. First, I prepare about 500 grams of broccoli. I cut the broccoli into bite-sized florets. Broccoli is a healthy and nutritious vegetable that's low in calories but rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. It can help support digestion, strengthen the immune system, and provide important nutrients for the body. With its fresh taste, vibrant green color, and many health benefits, broccoli is a simple ingredient that can make any meal both more delicious and nutritious. Now I'm going to carefully cut the broccoli florets in half so they can cook more quickly and evenly. Smaller pieces also help the heat reach the center better, keeping the broccoli tender while still maintaining its fresh texture and vibrant green color. Once they're all cut, I'll rinse the broccoli thoroughly under clean water. Then I'll add a little salt to the water, gently washing between the florets to remove any dirt or small debris before cooking. I add all the broccoli florets to the pot. Add 1 teaspoon of salt and gently stir with a spoon. I boil the broccoli over medium heat for about 5 minutes until it's tender but still retains its vibrant green color. While waiting, I prepare a glass baking tray. I drizzle a little cooking oil into the dish, then use a brush to evenly coat the bottom and sides to help prevent sticking during baking. Once the broccoli is perfectly cooked, I transfer with a wide strainer and let all the excess water drain off completely. Then I place the broccoli into the glass baking tray and gently spread it out evenly across the surface so it cooks more beautifully in the next step. Now, I prepare another large bowl and crack 5 eggs into it. It's wonderful to connect with you all from around the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. I season with a pinch of salt and ground black pepper to enhance the flavor. Next, I use a whisk to beat the mixture until the egg mixture becomes smooth and light. To make the dish richer and more aromatic, I add 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise to the bowl and continue stirring until the mayonnaise is fully incorporated into the eggs. Next, I slowly pour the egg mixture over the green leafy greens so that it evenly coats all the vegetables underneath. Next, I grated about 100 grams of cheese on top. This layer of cheese will melt during baking, creating a golden, fragrant surface that's incredibly appealing. Finally, I place the tray in the oven or air fryer and baked it at 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes. Once the time is up, our delicious green cabbage cake is ready. The golden, glossy cheese layer on top, combined with the soft, creamy eggs and the naturally sweet green cabbage, creates a dish that's both nutritious and incredibly appealing. So today, we've explored 3 incredibly interesting ways to make dishes using familiar ingredients. The great thing is that you don't need fancy equipment or complicated techniques, just a few simple tips, and you can create restaurant-quality dishes right in your own kitchen. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family. Your support is what motivates me to keep sharing more simple, healthy cooking tips every day. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.